Hi everyone, I'm Michael Roots, Membership Director for Procurement Leaders across Australasia, and delighted to be joined by Jonathan Webb, who heads up our advisory services globally. Hey Jonathan, how are you doing?
Good morning, Michael. Good to speak with you.
Good, good. Really looking forward to the Australian Forum, which we're hosting in just over 2 weeks' time on Thursday, the 12th of August. What are we going to be covering off in that session, John?
Yeah, this year the event theme that we're looking at is moving from crisis to positive growth and embracing the new value drivers propelling the function forward. So during the forum, we'll be discussing the new value levers for the function and ways in which we can contribute to expanding revenue growth, such as accessing supplier innovation and turning costs into competitive advantage. We'll further explore how to build a roadmap with the right tactics, skills, and technology to reach your business goals sustainably and start translating good procurement into procurement for good. Michael, what makes you so excited about this event this year?
Well, for me, it has to be the networking side of thing for me. I think we'd love to be doing this session live. I remember when we were planning out this event a couple of months ago, we were thinking, oh, maybe there's a chance of us doing this in person. But of course, with lockdowns across Australasia, it's not going to be possible. But I do think, based on my conversations recently with CPOs, we found that the function's been a little bit more intrinsically focused in recent times. I think the crisis management work that procurement's been doing and putting out fires is of course extremely important, and procurement's really stepped up, but we've also found that it's become a little bit more internally focused. So I think this is going to be an amazing opportunity to take a step back. Firstly, look at the successes that procurement's had, but also look at the next opportunities. So how can we bring in some of those external perspectives, those new ideas to really propel the function forward, as you were mentioning? What about yourself? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I think the agenda that we got lined up this year looks at the two sides that you were mentioning there. Firstly, that dealing with the crisis, how organizations in Australia are dealing with things like the national emergency and the ongoing disruption due to COVID-19, but also how they're continuing the longer term strategic direction and goals for the function. So specifically, we got some really interesting materials around sustainability. And how more entrepreneurial CPOs and leadership teams within the function are beginning to incorporate more sustainable practices and how they go about sourcing, as well as scouting innovation, and ultimately delivering much more value and continuity to the wider business that they serve. So I think it's going to be a really interesting session to see how organizations and leaders really balance between their short-term objective around keeping the lights on, but also obtaining the longer term mission for procurement's strategic impact.
Yeah, I think the sustainability one for me is really important. I think modern slavery statement and all of the working there has really propelled that up the food chain. I think it's forced something to happen in terms of that legislative work. But it's going to be really interesting to see who's taking that momentum and is looking at propelling and leading that sustainability story as well. So I think that's going to be something that I'm going to really look forward to too. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It's going to be Thursday, the 12th of August. Really looking forward to seeing you there, and hopefully many of you within the network there as well. We have a few spaces left. So if you're interested in joining John and I, do feel free to drop me a note. Thanks so much. Speak to you soon.
Bye now, guys.